Why is it disgusting? Because you're a hater. Men are haters that women make money and go get booked for 2,000 because they're fucking pretty.
No.
Don't hate the bitch, hate the consumer.
I was still going.
No. But he's saying it from an observatory.
Yeah,
but you're
angle.
observing a bitch making money because
so
she's pretty and twerking.
Wait. Hold on.
Let the bitch twerk and make her fucking money.
Check this out, though. Check this out. Look.
Am I tripping?
Check this out.
Where's the bitch?
What about when you did that? What about the girl when she did that, right?
So
and got the 2,000, right? For 3 months, right?
So?
But then she was gonna get 10 million from this company, but then seen her do that shit and said, nah, it's over.
Why is that your business? Why is that your business? Stay out of women's business.
That's hurting. No.
Hurting who?
Herself.
It ain't you. Mind your business.
It's hurting herself, though.
But stop policing women's bodies.
No, think about that.
Stop.
It would. So,
listen
look,
to me.
It's not about no body.
No,
it's not about policing a body.
Policing women's bodies. If she wants to twerk and make $2,000,
so what if you giving her advice? What if you know she can make 10 million? She about to, right?
Ain't no she, man. What the
no,
fuck?
Look. All right, I got a question. If you knew a woman was gonna make 10 million 3 months from then, if she didn't do
knows that? Who knows the future? A fortune teller? Why? Why is it disgusting?
So I saw this as I was scrolling through social media, of course, and I find it kind of ironic, not too ironic, but I found it ironic that Amber Rose is so gung-ho on trying to make excuses for, trying to represent women who are unseen or women who are unheard. You know, she's trying to speak for and defend 304 culture. Okay? You're mad that this man is stating his opinion, and you're saying don't be mad at the women, be mad at the consumers. But at the end of the day, who is going to be the person that is going to have to muster up the courage, the strength, the wisdom, the knowledge, and the leadership skills to end up having to take care of these women? Who is that going to be? Is it going to be other women? No. Because you just blatantly proved that women are not the consumers for these other women. They're going to have to end up crawling back and relying on the same men that you're arguing with. That's why men have a right to say and to state their claim. Bottom line. Women always, stay out of women's business. That's a female trait for you to be talking about women and talking about women's bodies. Y'all need to leave us alone and let us do us because we don't need y'all anyway. But at the end of the day, after the money fades, the looks start to fade, after you're not getting the $2,000 for the bookings anymore, what do? You run into the arms of a man to save you. You're looking for a man that's going to protect you. Since you can't get all these people to support you or to spend money on you, now you just look for one that will hopefully marry you, date you, support your lifestyle, do all of these things. I'm so tired of the women stay out of women's business, but women always find themselves in everybody else's business. Women will talk about men from day in and day out. Who's dusty, who's this, who's broke, who's whack, who's lame. But when a man wants to state his opinion about his counterpart, about a women, stay out of women's business. That's not your, who cares? And then she has the audacity to say that men are hating. Girl. So you truly believe that men are hating on women who are showing their bodies, being provocative, selling videos of what they will and will not do with themselves for $1, for a check, for a dime? You think that makes men jealous? This is how I know that you don't understand men nature. This is how I know. Because, you're going to have men who are feeding into that and supporting you financially because maybe they don't have the same access to women. But will those same men look at you and say, you're a wife, I should take you serious? But you want to call them jealous? You're mad because he's talking about women dancing in clubs and doing all this stuff and degrading themselves. The roles are reversed in this conversation. It should be a woman standing up for other women degrading themselves. Saying that, yeah, we are more than that. We're more than just being objectified. We're more than all these things. You want to talk about policing women's bodies and all this kind of stuff, but at the same time, you're the same one that is referring to them as the B word. Every time you referred to a woman in this video, you called them the B word. It wasn't until one time you called them women. So, what are you talking about? What are you in support of? 304 culture? Why? Why? What does that have to do with you? Is it because you're a part of that societal, culture or whatever it is, and you want to make sure that you're always going to be able to profit from it? So you want to make sure that you have company. You would think, and it's always like this, in every conversation that I see, it's always men standing for the justice, for rights, for truth, for, protecting women. And even with these conversations, and it's always the women defending the women into foolishness. That's why I'm so glad I'm not a part of the sisterhood. Because there's nothing to be a part of. It's hypocritical. There's nothing in it that's benefiting women. There's no conversations that are actually going to help you grow, help you evolve. It's all about keeping you stagnant and below the mark. Oh, you don't need to work on yourself. You're perfect. Oh, you don't need to grow. You're the prize. Oh, you don't need to do anything. Oh, if you want to walk around and you want to, sleep around, or if you want to make $2,000 for twerking in a club and showing off your assets, if you want to do this, then go ahead and do it. And nobody should be able to tell you any different. Oh, you want to grow out of that? For what? Why do you want to grow? Stay in this box. That's what you're doing. There's nothing wrong with men speaking of different alternatives, speaking of women that can have wisdom and learn and grow things and actually gain more finances if that's what it is that they're looking for, and men offering their input. There's nothing wrong with men doing that. And again, why? Because as you just said, when you contradicted yourself, they are the consumer. They know how long that time span is going to be for that woman. They know her longevity. They know the shelf life will expire at some point when it comes to certain aspects of that world. I want to play this video one more time just so we can hear again how this conversation went left.
You're a hater. Men are haters that women make money and go get booked for $2,000 because they're fucking pretty.
No.
Don't hate the bitch, hate the consumer. Am I
was
wrong?
still going. No.
But he's saying it from an observatory.
Yeah,
But you're
angle.
observing a bitch making money because
so
she's
you ready
pretty
for this?
and
Hold on. Wait. Hold on.
Let the bitch twerk and make her fucking money.
Check this out, though. Check this out. Look.
Am I tripping?
Check this out.
Where's the bitch?
Now, what about when you did that? What about the girl when she did that, right?
So
and got the 2,000, right? For 3 months, right?
So?
But then she was gonna get $10 million from this company, but then seen her do that shit and said, "Nah, it's over."
Why is that your business? Why is that your business? Stay out of women's business.
That's hurting. No.
Hurting who?
Herself.
It ain't you. Mind your business.
It's hurting herself, though.
But
You get it?
stop policing women's
No,
bodies.
think about that.
Stop.
It would.
I feel like there's like a manuscript that a lot of these women follow. Stop policing women's bodies. Like, I feel like there's like certain lines that they just pull out of the hat and they just use it in the argument to get other women riled up to be on their side. Because they know, like, oh, well, this is code for this. And, oh, well, if she's sitting up for women, then we have to support what she's saying. And it's foolishness. How are you telling him to be mad at the consumer and he is the consumer? How are you, if you have a business, right? Just use this for an example. If you have a business and the people who are working at the business are saying, we don't have to do what the business owner says. We don't have to do what the business owner wants us to do. We can do whatever we want to do. You know, as long as we're here and we're doing our job, we can do whatever we want to do. But the people who are the consumers, who are the customers, start complaining and they're saying, well, I don't like this, I don't like that, you're going to look at each other and say, well, we don't have to listen to anybody? That's foolishness. That's foolishness. These are the consumers, men. Men are constantly saying the same things over and over again. And listen, this is not about people doing whatever they want to do. People can always do whatever they want to do. People can have their own jobs, their own careers, their own mindsets. People can do whatever it is that they want to do. This conversation is not about that. This is about women trying to keep women bound in other ways, and men are actually standing up for justice. Like, men are standing up for women to be, to come out of that mindset and realize that there's other ways. Not just going out there and twerking for a quick $2,000 and you think that's so much money. Where's your dignity? Where's your pride? Like the fact that you're going to have this out there forever. You can't erase it. He made a very valid point. He's like, you know, let me see if this is the point that he was going to make it.
To me,
it's not about no body.
No,
it's not about policing a body.
Policing women's bodies. If she wants to twerk and make $2,000.
So what if you giving her advice? What if you know she can make $10 million? She about to, right?
Ain't no she, man.
Look. All right, I got a question. If you knew a woman was gonna make $10 million 3 months from then, if
Who
she
the
didn't
fuck
do
knows
this,
that? Who knows the future? A fortune teller? Why?
She's not for that. She's not for women finding out other ways. She's not for women elevating. She's not talking in a space where she's saying, yeah, you know, we should inform them that they could do this. And yeah, you know, it is going to affect you down the line. She doesn't want them to be more knowledgeable. He's speaking of a place of having them be more knowledgeable about everything that you're doing now can affect you in the long run. She doesn't want to hear that. She wants to shut it down. She wants to talk over it. She wants to flip, mind your business, mind your business. No, be quiet, hush, because I don't want other women to hear what you're saying. I want them to listen to me when I call them the B word, and I'm telling them that they can go out there and do whatever, and there's going to be no consequences in the future. Everyone's going to have to deal with it, even though we know that that's a facade. It's foolishness. And again, like I always say, there's so many men who are standing there 10 toes down, ready to inform women, ready to, and at the end of the day, again, who do these women look to save them when all else fails? It's not going to be you, mama. It's not going to be you. They're not looking for you. They're going to look for a man. Not for some social media personality to protect them and cover them and love them and raise their kids and all. No, they always run to a man. They don't need a man until all of a sudden they need him one day. And they're desperate. Let's just be for real. But I want to know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear you guys' opinions on this video. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next one. Love you.